What is going on, beautiful people? Lee Hammock, your favorite diagnosed self-aware narcissist, better known as mental illness. Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains live at 9:30. Today's episode is going to be about what happens when you try to explain yourself to a narcissist. I know it's kind of I laugh when I say that because a lot of people already know the mindset that goes on here. They already know the kind of mental dynamics, the mental gymnastics that are applied here in these situations when you're dealing with a possibly narcissistic or toxic person. Like when you're trying to explain yourself to them, like they truly, yeah. Narcissistic people know. I'll say this right here. Most narcissists already know that they're doing you wrong. They already know that they're treating you wrong. Well, Lee, they said they didn't really know. So how can you prove that, Lee? They said they didn't know that they were treating me bad. They didn't know that this would hurt my feelings. They didn't know. Why do they hide it then? Like if they didn't know what they're doing would hurt you, why do they hide it? Why do they hide the things that they do? Why don't they want you to tell people the stuff that's going on inside the relationship? Why you got to expose me? Why you got to tell people what's going on? Why can't you just be like everybody else? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? Why do they hide it? You know, why do they hide the stuff? If they don't know it's going to hurt you, if they think it's okay how they treated you, why do they hide it? Why do they want? Why don't they want you telling anybody? Why you got to tell everybody what's going on between us? Why can't we keep this private? Why this? Why that? What's going on here? Why do they hide it? Let's keep it hot. Why do they hide this stuff? So when you try to explain yourself to a narcissist, it's pretty much like you're talking to a damn wall. Like you might as well be talking to this magic mouse right here. Look, I know you've been cheating on me. I know you've been treating me terribly. Then why do you do it? Why do you do it? Why do you do this to me? You don't have anything to say? You're not going to say anything? Because a lot of them don't care. They already know, y'all. Keep it hot. They already know. They already know what they're doing. So when you explain yourself to a narcissist, you might be met with silence. Who said that? Lisa, the homie. Lisa, what's going on, girl? When I asked him why did he try to hide it, he had nothing to say. Because you get met with silence. They might meet you with silence. When you try to explain yourself to a narcissist, they might meet you with silence or aggression. You might get met with silence or aggression. You know what I mean? You might be met with silence or aggression. It's crazy, isn't it? When you just trying to explain yourself, you're like, I just want my voice to be heard. I just want my voice to be heard. You wait, like I'm not. Somebody said, who this it? Why would you even try to explain anything? Because most people, I would say this, most people who go into these relationships don't think that they're dealing with a narcissist. They don't know that they're dealing with a narcissist. You don't know the person that you're dealing with is a toxic, narcissistic, lying, manipulative person, right? So you think that you're dealing with somebody that's coming from the same place you are, right? You think you're coming from the same, you think you both are coming from the same place, the same mentality, the same heart, the same thought process, right? So you think you're talking to somebody who thinks like you, but you're not. You see what I'm saying? So people are just like, okay, I'm just gonna go talk to this person about it, and they're gonna hear me, and we're gonna change things. No. When you try to explain yourself to a narcissist, a lot of times you're just giving them more ammunition to use against you. You're too emotional. Look at you trying to explain something I already know. They make you seem like, look, what happens is what's the word right there that narcissistic people use? You know what I mean? What's the word that a lot of toxic narcissistic people use when you're trying to explain yourself? When you're trying to explain how they hurt you? When you're trying to explain how you feel? What's the word that they use, right? What's the operative word that they use most of the time, y'all? Guess the word. Guess the word. I'm gonna give y'all 3 seconds to guess. 5 seconds. Nagging. That's where I thought it was right there. Y'all. Nagging. You're nagging me. Why you always nagging? Damn, you nag so much. Damn, nag. I always want to talk about something. Like, damn, you always nagging. Or you're way too emotional. Or You're way too damn sensitive. Yeah. Or you see what I'm saying? You who said that? Right? You're overthinking everything. Like, damn, you overthinking so much. You're living in the past. Like, damn, this happened 17 minutes ago. You living way in the past. Things have changed in the last 17 minutes. Damn it. You mean you're way too insecure. You always love starting drama. What's going on, Cloud Trapper? You love starting drama. You're pathetic. Absolutely. You are crazy. You are crazy for even thinking that. You're crazy for even thinking that. Scott Jackson, what's going on, girl? That's how it goes. They make it seem like you're being problematic for just trying to express yourself. You know? Who said it? At least you never talk about it when I took out the trash. They always want to, like, you only want to just talk about the negative stuff. What about when I took out the trash? What about when you left for 2 weeks? When you went on vacation for 2 weeks and I took out the trash and I washed the dishes and I washed my own ass. I brushed my teeth. I went to sleep on time. I read myself a bedtime story. What about that stuff? You don't talk about that stuff, do you? You only want to talk about the negative. You don't want to talk about you don't want to talk about the good stuff, right? You don't want to talk about the good stuff. You don't want to break up the negative stuff. Look how negative you are. you ungrateful, disloyal, fool made part. Yeah. You really want to ruin a good time, don't you? Y'all. It's silly, ain't it? I know I make jokes about it, but it's silly, isn't it? It really is serious. It's silly as hell when you think about it. But like when you're in it, when you're going through it, it's not so silly. But when you get out of it and you get a chance to think and you get a chance to realize what you went through, sometimes it can be funny. You know, like I said, I make a lot of jokes. I crack jokes because that's how I help people. That's how I convey the information to people, is I crack jokes. That's what I do, right? But so many people out here get caught up in these dynamics. They get caught up in this journey. They get caught up in so much other stuff. They're like, it's hard to understand what you're going through while you're actually actively going through it. It really does. It really absolutely does. It's hard to talk about it it's hard to understand it when you're actually in it, you know. It really, really is. So it's just hard, y'all. And I would say this, y'all. If you feel like you're never getting your needs met, your voice is never being heard, right? You get to that point and they're like, what are we doing here? You know, I'm not telling y'all to leave. I'm not telling y'all to leave the relationship. I'm just telling you to ask yourself a direct question. What am I doing here? You know, what am I doing here in this relationship? If I'm not being heard, if my emotions don't matter, what am I doing here? What is the goal here? How are things going to end up for me? Like, seriously, how are things going to end up for me? I already know I'm going through right now. What is next for me in this journey of life? I'm unhappy already. What is next for me? Can I live the next year like this? Can I live the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 20 years? Can I live like this and be happy with my decision? Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. That's Tony Robbins right there. Tony Robbins said Jim Rome said that. So that's just fire right there. The discipline to leave, or the discipline to stay away, the discipline to stay no contact weighs way less than the regret of staying in some toxicity and feeling like your life is wasting away. Feel like you're losing your life. Feel like you're losing your existence. Feel like you're wasting your time here on earth. So when you're trying to explain yourself to a narcissist, a lot of times you expose them for who they really are and how much they actually don't really care about the situation. They don't care to make you whole. They don't care to validate your emotion. They don't care to validate how you feel, what you think. They don't care to handle the issue. They really don't care. So that's what I tell people. That's right now, just like in that point right now. Again, I'm not telling y'all to leave. I'm just telling you to take a different look. You know, to take a different look, to take a deeper look at your relationship, take a deeper look at your life. You only get one life. Let's be real. You only get one life. You don't get to hit the reset button. You don't get to do a factory reset. Like, damn, I'm 42 years old. I don't really like this life. Let me factory reset and start over at 20. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You don't get to factory reset your life backwards. You can factory reset your love in your heart and start over right now with somebody else, possibly, or start loving yourself more. But you don't get to do that in real life. You really don't. So it's just like right now in this in the moment, it's the moments of decision that your destiny is created, y'all. It really is in the moments of decision when your destiny is created. It really is. You have to decide. You have to decide. You do. I can't make you. I can't decide for you. I'm not telling y'all to leave. I'm just telling you to look at your relationship. Is this person even trying to work on themselves, or they just telling you, "Hey, look, take it or leave it. I'm not changing. I'm not going to therapy. I'm not listening to Lee Hammock's videos. Lee Hammock just wants some ad. Lee Hammock just want to clap your cheeks. That's what he wants. He ain't saying nothing to help you. He just want to clap some cheeks." That's the mindset right there. So it just gets to this space right here. Again, I'm not telling you how to leave. I'm just telling you to take a different look. Is this person actively trying to work on themselves? Are they actively trying to work on themselves? Is it active? Really? You know what I mean? Yeah. So it just like, you know what I mean? Is it actively, are they actively trying to work on themselves? Or is it like, is this real? Is it real? Just being realistic. Are they actively trying to work on themselves? Or are they telling you, take me as is? We married. It says you to through death, through witness sickness and health to death do us part. We supposed to stay married. You're supposed to love me through all the abuse. You're supposed to love me through all the toxicity. You're supposed to love me. You're supposed to love me through it all. So it's in this space right here. Somebody said that. Somebody said, who said that? Somebody said that they feel trapped. Somebody just left a message that they feel trapped right here, right? So this is this is what I'm like. I'm gonna show y'all this right. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all real quick so y'all can see this. Who said that? Somebody said it. Erica said, I feel trapped. So when people say if they feel trapped, I understand, but I'm not trying to make fun of you, I promise you. But when you say you feel trapped, are you really trapped? Look at your situation. Write your situation now. Can you escape if you made a plan? If you want to escape, could you escape if you made a plan? Or are you like this? Are you this meme right here? Are you the person that it looks like you're trapped right here? Like, I'm trapped. Help me. But then this you right here. All you gotta do is stand up. So are you trapped? Are you really trapped, or is this you right here? I'm not saying you're not trapped. I'm just telling you to take a different look at your life. Perspective. You know what I mean? Could you work on something? Could you change some things? Shout out to Orange Grove for the donations to the channel. I'm a contestant creator, had a falling out with a collaborator. Now they smear campaign me. No contact is the best option. I would say no contact is the best option in a lot of these situations because it allows you the space to heal and to grow. Being realistic. No contact allows you the space to heal. But if they try to smear campaign you, I feel like if the smear campaign is ruining your reputation, then you have to kind of bring out receipts and things like that. And if it's ruining your life, your job, your career, you're going to have to combat it with some receipts or cease and desist or something like that. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, if they just talking craziness, I'm letting it fly. You know what I mean? I'm going to let it fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. It's hard, but I'm not going back and forth with somebody. You know what I mean? I'm not going back and forth with you on no BS. That's just me being real. That's just me being real in that situation. I'm not going back and forth on that right there. So I had a couple more questions, y'all. Who said this? Shout out to Renee. He transformed the lie to get the upper hand on what I said. That's what they do, y'all. They will absolutely transform lies to benefit themselves. I promise you. Yeah, I promise you they do that type of stuff right there. Who said this? Jen. 3 years later, it ended with the cops' nightmare over and done. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Power up, man. Time to power up there, y'all. Let's see. I do have to hop off here. It's a school night. I have to pop off of here. If y'all interested, check out my mental healers support group, y'all. The mental healers support group, which is who's a member of it? What's she at? Lisa was in here. No, she's in my support group, y'all. The mental healers. I'm super active in the group. I gotta go in there right now and respond to some comments, respond to some stories and things like that. We have support group meetings as well, a few times a week on Zoom. It's private. It's not recorded. People can ask their question, tell their story, whatnot. Be heard and surrounded by people who understand what you went through. Like I said, the group link is in the comment section and whatnot. That was good. My excuses, I'm trapped no more. Hey, stand up. Stand up. Sometimes you just got to stand up and whatnot, y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming through. I'm super thankful for y'all. And like Lisa said, she's in my group. Lisa's made some friends. So I'm proud of Lisa. Lisa's in the group making friends, chatting with people. We all be chatting and stuff like that. So I'm super proud of Lisa. She's come a long way, y'all. Lisa's come a long way since we first started talking. We first did some one-on-ones. I'm proud of you, Lisa. Like, seriously, I really, really am. Cheating patterns of a narc, can they change? What have they changed anything else in their life? You know, I'm not big on forgetting. I'm not big on forgiving cheaters, but you know, because I feel like they'll do it again. This is my perspective on it, y'all. But anyways, y'all, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Of course, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And Mental Illness is out.